Oh, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm making a bunch of noise, making a big mess. I'm doing a suspension rebuild on the 1970 Corvette Stingray, the orange Shirk. And I'm doing that because I also have the engine out of it, doing a full engine rebuild. We're shooting for a low-grade pump gas friendly compression rating with the original numbers matching engine and heads and all of its bits that came on car, because they plan to drive the wheels off this thing, so basically use it as a daily. I approve. So right now trying to get that stubborn bushing off. I already got that stubborn joint out. Basically new bushings, new ball joints, new bump stops, new up control arm ball joints, and the bushings. The shocks were in good shape. Bruce has something not quite right on the engine replacement he did there, so he's working on solving that problem. So we're going to keep moving forward with this and see if we can make this thing great again. Let me see if I can get this bushing off here. I'm probably just going to have to heat it. You can see I'm trying to get the inner bushing to release from the collet, but it's not letting me win yet. No worries. I will win. I always do. Sometimes it's not worth the fight, but I usually end up winning. Sometimes you just have to be patient. Alright. That was a battle, but I won. Alright, so I boogied up these threads when I was trying to get the collet to release, but with a little thread chaser I was able to clean that up easy enough. My new bushings are installed, new bump stop, new ball joint, support bolts, Time to put it back in the car. That doesn't sound good. Alright, so we're going back in. I'm going to go ahead and put my coil spring and shock in. And then I will hang the rotor off the lower ball joint. And then I'll pull my upper control arms and do the bushings in those. I decided to go ahead and change these rear links. They are a main holder of the rear suspension alignment. So when those bushings go bad, they wear the tires out. And just like on the Barracuda, this guy's not coming off. As you can see, he's all crunchy in there. And I decided instead of breaking it off, I'm going to heat it up before I break it off. If I can prevent it from breaking, that's always best. So I'm going to fire up the torch and see if I can get these eccentric cams to come loose. But I figured if I can get these links done, get my upper control arms done, then basically I just have to focus on getting the engine finish assembled, which I'm getting ready to drop some tins in the vat and get them cleaned up. And hopefully I'll have that engine together here in the next couple of days. Austin's going to run over to Bob's to take head gaskets for his Chrysler, and he said he would take the head over so we can CC it, and that way we can calculate what our compression ratio is going to be, because we're actually detuning this engine to run cheap fuel because he wants to drive the wheels off of this thing, and I agree, that's what they're for. So we're actually reducing the compression in this so that it'll be cheap pump gas friendly, if there is such a thing anymore. Alright, well, that one came off with some heat, but it's stuck in the inner bushing. Heat this one up as well. Get it loosened up. Probably have to heat these with the mini ductor just like I did on the Barracuda to get the bolts out. Hopefully I can save the bolts because I did not order eccentrics for this. But if I do, then I guess it's just what I have to do. The last one of these I did the rear links on. I didn't have any problems with those locking up, but every car's different. It's really up there. A little oil into it often helps break up the threads and lets it come off easier. Of course, this stuff's just burning off because I have it so hot, but it worked. It takes success, no matter how much it takes. You gonna grab it as I drop it out?
Yeah, watch. Just watch. Darn it, I didn't. Sorry, I missed it.
You missed it, man. You didn't catch it.
I know.
Oh, did you get my big shaft?
I mean, it's not a real big shaft, but
It's medium.
I'm not going to judge.
We don't judge about
I've seen
people's.
bigger.
I've seen bigger. I've seen smaller.
There's your invoice. All right, I'm going to go jugs. Anybody need anything? For what? You got to go get head gaskets. At the warehouse? Yeah, and I'm going to go check in the deals room. See what's available. What's your head?
See what you got. Boink.
I think I unfortunately got cash in my pocket too.
Oh,
I gotta pay Bob.
Not for long, you don't.
I gotta pay Bob today, so I've got a fist full of cash. It might not make it.
Might not be as much. Bob might not make as much today, depending on what they have in the bargain.
Slightly less.
In the bargain basement. Let me know if that compressor's still there.
By the way, Dave, what sort of potpourri exploded in this car?
He laughed.
I opened the door and it was just like, Jesus! It smells like 75-year-old lady in quilts.
Lady in quilts. It's still gonna be hot, Rich. Don't grab that with your hands. Don't be that guy. If you're gonna do dumb stuff, you gotta be tough. I don't need any more wounds on my body right now. I have enough that I'm already dealing with. Remember if I had to pull shocks off to do this the last time I did it or not. But I do. Coming right at me. So these bolts actually have a small flat across the bottom, which is what locks this and keeps it from pivoting. So you have to drive these straight out. The problem is the inside collet ends up seizing to this and you can't get them loose. And I have that situation on both of these. You can see this one's tighter. I hit it with an air hammer here just to loosen on the inside collet, but it's not coming loose. And I hit it here so I can get a good angle on it to knock it out. I'm gonna end up taking a cut-off wheel. I'm gonna cut this here and on the other side so that I can get the bushing exposed. I'm going to cut the bushing off. I'm going to find the slot in the inside collet so that I can separate it, and hopefully that'll release my locked on piece and allow me to get these guys out. So death wheel it is. Road sensing, Gasmatic. Made in the USA. Good job, guys. 5850 ST. Oh. I think those are Monroes. Huh. They don't have any insignia on them. Oh well. Should be enough. Let's crack it. Look at that, it was enough. Now we'll repeat that on the other side. And luckily for me, my split is visible. Spread that guy out. And unfortunately we're still locked in there. So spray some oil on it and go to lunch. It's loose. On that one. Alright, well those are in. You gotta lock everything down. But got everything ready to go back together. Next thing will be pulling my upper control arms off, doing my upper ball joints and my upper control arm bushings. And then once we're done with that, we can start dropping this engine back in here and making good noises. Because that's what these cars are about. Driving, cruising, going places, having fun, melting tires. Clean this one up, it's going to be nice. This is a fine specimen. Looking forward to getting this one running again. I will pick this back up with front control arms in the morning. Well, I have failed miserably at getting back onto this Corvette. The last couple of days I've been consumed by other things. So we're probably just going to move forward on this one tomorrow because it's 3:30 on Friday and I have to go grab my daughter Caitlin from ONU because she's done with school for the year, coming home for summer break. So I'm going to get my upper control arms, get back on this tomorrow. I got a fella bringing in two cars to do dyno tuning on the chassis dyno. So I'll be here getting him set up and then they'll be doing their thing. I'll be here working on this because I want to try and get my camshaft set into the engine. It's a roller cam, so I have to modify the, basically put a thrust button into it and get that set up. And then basically the engine's ready to put tins on and put paint on it. So moving forward, trying to get everything I can get done, but sometimes I get interrupted with other stuff that also has to be done. So I do what I can and I move forward. So hope you guys have a great night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.